why am I at Thrive? The first thing I would say is that before I knew what Thrive was, I had heard John Roth preach, and I was so impressed with his spirit-filled preaching and his wonderful ability to take theological concepts and just make them so relevant to my personal life. John did a lot of, in his preaching, he talks a lot about community and our relationship with God, and especially how that works in community. He talks about vertical relationships and horizontal relationships, and that's a simple way of saying that we should be committed to loving and worshiping God, and we should be committed to loving our neighbors and serving them. We started meeting people who not only knew the Lord, the Spirit was alive in them, it was clear. They cared about community to the point where they were willing to listen to us. They seemed to really care about who we were and where we were from and what we were interested in and things like that. In this particular place, it's to talk about community has real concrete meaning, and that's been so important to us. I've just really been appreciative of all of that and delighted that I was able to find a congregation like this, a group of people like this, to, I guess, spend the last years of my life here on earth with. I just want to thank all the people that Thrive and for being the kind of people, God-fearing people that they are.
For me, coming to Thrive was probably a little different than my husband's. We've belonged to many large congregations, both in Wisconsin, where we were originally from, and even down here. And there are lots of opportunities to get together, but it seemed like what they're asking for is to keep reinforcing the body of believers that's already there. It didn't seem to be a lot of outreach, and if there was the outreach there, it was you had to see this person, you had to see that person, you had to get permission here. It became difficult at times. My parents were charter members of a Lutheran church when I was growing up, and I just remembered the closeness of being in that church. And my mom helped make paraments for the altar, and everybody had to be a part of it. And here at Thrive, it seemed like there was always something that you could get involved with. Like Rich said, it was either the food pantry or the children ministry, or it was VBS, or it was going to the park for a volunteer day, or there was always something that you could do to share your faith in the community. For some of us, that's not a real easy thing to do, and we need somebody to kind of give us the momentum, kind of push us a little bit. And I think Thrive does that because they provide opportunities for you, and all you need to do is just step through and do it.
Also, I would mention that you find out about needs that people have. Is somebody unemployed? Is someone hurting within the congregation? If that's the case, we can share in their suffering if that's the way it is, or we can look for ways of sharing our resources to help them out through this time. It just provides, like you said, an opportunity for people to step in and step up.
Yeah.
And I think that's a beautiful thing.
I like it here at Thrive because the message is very succinct, very clear, and it really motivates me to be a better person when I'm not here, when I'm not in church, when I'm in the neighborhood. And that's important to me. So I guess that's one of the big reasons for coming.